looking for all impressive tonight.
I get just about anywhere.
Ah, yes. You're the one who aided us in storming the Coral Snake's hideout. I've been questioning Hugo, the bandit we took into custody, but he refuses to answer any of my questions. In fact, he's hardly said a word. The lad's been sent back to his cell for now, but perhaps I could trouble you to talk. I seem to recall that he recognized you. Are you acquainted? At any rate, methinks you might have more success loosening his lips than I.
I believe I know whom we must seek. If you would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek.
Is it a bit early for a rest,
There's no place I'd rather be.
So many cards to choose from.
Materials, eh? I shan't deny. They have their uses.
So you're the one Benjamin sent to get the whelp to talk, eh? Well, go on then. Don't dawdle, and I'll thank you not to distract the jail.
We shall await you here, Master.
What are you here for, huh? Come to give me your pity? Or just have a laugh? I'll not suffer either. Piss off.
Ort's got the whelp's tongue, as per usual. I would have thought he'd be glad to start spilling secrets. The leader of the Coral Snakes left him for dead, didn't he? Not sure what's keeping him quiet, but 'twould only be to his benefit were he to tell us all he knows.
Oi, enough talk. You've a prisoner to watch.
Yes, sir. Apologies, sir.
Just piss off.
I don't see the point in questioning the lad, if I'm honest. He might have been part of the Coral Snakes, but by all appearances, he was the bottom rung of the... If he was only being used, he's not likely to have been privy to any matters of import, is he? Of course, that's not to say he ought to be released. He'll be spending a few long years in that cell, I'd wager.
So you're the one Benjamin sent to get the whelp to talk, eh? Well, go on then. Don't dawdle.
I can't solve all your problems, you know. I've no time for you now. Leave me be. If that whelp does know where the rest of the Coral Snakes are hiding, he's certainly keeping... And 'tisn't at all pleasant to watch an interrogation that's all questions and no answers, let me tell you.
I ain't interested in talking. Understand?
So you're the one Benjamin sent to get the whelp to... Well, go on then.
All's well, I trust.
If that whelp does know where the rest of the and 'tisn't at all pleasant to watch an interrogation that's all question.
All's well, I trust.
Everyone's as tired as I am, seems like. You looking to enlist? I'll give you my post. Who are you supposed to be?
So you're the one Benjamin sent to get the whelp to talk, eh? Well, go on then. Don't dawdle.
'Tis good to be reunited. Pray, follow me. I know the way, so there's no chance of our getting lost.
I believed in him. Looked up to him, even. My parents were killed by brigands. And I've no doubt I'd have followed them to an early grave if Lanzo hadn't taken me in. He made me a part of the coral snakes. Gave me a home, a life. I wanted to repay him however I could. So I know it ain't right to steal, but I thought I could use all that gold I filched to help someone, like Lanzo did for me. I didn't take it for myself, it was for the poor. I wanted to give people a chance to choose a better path in life, instead of ending up like me. That's why I did the things I did. Understand? And I don't believe for a moment that Lanzo meant what he said to me in the hideout. 'Twas all in that. That's why I did the things I did. Understand? And I don't believe for a moment that Lanzo meant what he said to me in the hideout. 'Twas all an act. So if you're waiting for me to talk, cuz, don't hold your breath.
You want a way to release the whelp sooner? Do you realise what you're asking? Well, there might be a way, only you didn't hear it from me. I've not the authority to promise such a favour, but that doesn't mean no one does. Lad Jailer, for instance. I reckon he could get the lad his freedom, if you made it worth his while.
Aye, what can I do for you? Oh, you want the banded whelp released, do you? I suppose I could consider it. Aye, being head jailer has its privileges. I could accommodate such a request if I were so inclined. Of course, you'd need to prove your integrity first. I can't go around unlocking cells for just anyone. Aye, you've made your case well. I'll see to it that the request for the lad's release is put through. But you might have to be patient. One cannot rush these things.
Your day, like getting cut open.
No, there's no need to fret. These things take time, you understand.
If that is your destination, we cannot follow. But know that your return is eagerly awaited.
That's why I did the things I did. And I don't believe for a moment that Lanzo meant what he said to me in the hideout.
It's too quiet here. Brich is lurking about.
Whatever am I to do?
Lots to do.
Ready for the morrow.
And precious little time.
But everybody wants to wonder if there's any easy work.
We must rest, though the sun is still up. Good morrow, everyone. Come. We've much to be getting on with.
Ready to forge on?
Welcome. Got to sweep and dust before I think of supper.
Still, I learn more. I'll take any chance not to think on my trust.
We shall remain here.
Greetings, sir. You hear about the whelp, I presume? I've not forgotten but I'm afraid things aren't going as smoothly as I'd hoped. It's my superiors, you see. They understand that there are some extenuating circumstances, but the lad's still a thief. They're not convinced he should be Normally, I'd let the matter lie, but methinks I could find the courage to— What say you, sir? Have you any work? Aye, that's just what I needed to hear. I'll see about securing the lad's release anon. You really must care for the whelp to go so far for him. Let's hope he's—
Who are you supposed to be? I'll not stick my head where it will get cut off. Everyone's as tired as I am.
We'll see if you can escape me a second time.
As soon as my shift's done, I'm off to the tavern.
We'll see if you can escape me as...
Bitter glare dog our steps, wherever we tread here in Batal. 'Tis clear its people hold no love for we pawns.
Take heart. For we are fulfilling our duty at the Arisen's side. We have naught to be ashamed of.
Pleasant breeze. Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares. Now I have to go to market.
Shall we get some rest then?
I feel refreshed and ready for a new day.
Come. We've much to be getting on with. Ready to forge on?
Wish they always
Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige.
No hurry to leave.
I'm running low.
Be kind to me. Here's a welcome sight.
Time to go home and write down today's plans. I see which way to win.
We shall await you here, Master.
I can't solve all your problems, you know.
We'll see if you can escape me a second time.
No, there's no need to fret. These things take time.
As soon as my shift's done, I'm off to the tavern to tie my boots. It's hard to run a course here if I can avoid it.
We'll see if you can escape me.
Who are you supposed to be then, eh? Wait, you're one of the ones that came crawling into our hideout. Ain't funny really. But seeing you's reminding me of that bleeding runt's face. I'm talking about Hugo, of course. Didn't you hear him sobbing as we left? Lanzo, why? Boo-hoo! Bet he's still crying over it, eh? Like a babe without its mum. Of course, Lanzo's already forgotten about the poor sod. Was right glad to be rid of him, truth be told.
That blackguard. Oh, it tells me there's more to his tale. Not sure I can stomach it, mind.
My knees have been acting up of late.
That blackguard. Oh, it tells me there's more to his tale. Not sure I can stomach it.
Hugo's been following Lanzo around ever since he was a kid. Wouldn't quit it neither, even when it got him a beating. Still, there's a use for whelps like him. Guards aren't like to throw a brat in jail for pocketing a few trinkets, eh? They can earn their own living that way. When one shop starts getting suspicious, they just move on to another. Easy pickings for a kid. And having a few whelps along makes setting up in a new town a trice. The guards don't suspect a thing. But Hugo had gotten too big for that, see? We'd run out of uses for him. Well, save throwing him to the dogs, so as we could make our escape. Hard to believe the lad never figured out we was using him. Real loggerhead, that one. Did he ever tell you his story? About how his parents were killed by brigands or some such? Couldn't be more obvious who that was, eh? Ah, his mum was a comely lass. Don't remember a thing about his da. We roughed them up, had a bit of fun. Emptied their purses and the like. Lanzo slit their throats himself. 'Twas hard not to laugh, watching daft little Hugo grow up, hanging off Lanzo's bootstraps and never questioning a damn thing. We've a new hideout now, over on the ancient battleground. Aye, I ain't afraid to tell you that. I might owe Lanzo a favour or two, but not enough to rot in here for. In fact, why don't you go pay him a visit, eh? Ain't right that I'm the only one in this hole.
I can't solve all your problems, you know. I can't solve all your problems, you know.
What do you want now? What? He said... What? That can't be right. But... if he did that to me, then what about all those kids? He can't have killed... No. Tell me it's all a lie, damn you!
Seems we've heard all this scum has to offer. Makes you sick, doesn't it? Seems we've heard all this scum.
We've a new hideout now, over on the ancient battleground. You'll find Lanzo there. Ain't fair for me to be the only one with a sweet horse myself. The more the merrier, eh?
Where it will get cut off.
Time for a bath.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
I've got to focus. My shift's only just begun.
Welcome.
I ought to turn in for the night.
I'd rather just stay out of everybody's way.